Good morning, everybody. I am thrilled that you're here. I'm glad that you're joining me. And I certainly hope that you're having a great day so far. My name's Rita Hickman. I'm a body mind expert and a shiatsu massage therapist. What I do is I help women who are narcissistic and toxic relationships really find their way out, no matter what it looks like. So if you're stuck, or if you know somebody that's stuck, please share this with them. Reach out. We're starting a really great group. It's going to be super affordable. We've been doing it for a few months, and then we're going to launch it. We're launching the new group to our inner circle, and then we're going to be launching it to a second circle, and then we'll be launching it out into the world a little bit more. But I'd love it if you could join me. So today's topic is can a narcissist stop being a narcissist? So we've talked about, what narcissists are, where they come from, what sort of controls them, what's going on. And, if you talk to a narcissist, and you ask them what their problem is, they will more than likely say that it's you. It's a very simple answer. If you would just stop, breathing, if you would just stop betraying me, if you would just stop speaking your mind, if you would just stop um, wanting something that I don't want. Narcissists make the argument very easy because the solution is that it's all your fault. And so you can spend many years trying to fix the problems that the narcissist brings up. The problems with our relationships are you. You're the one who's crazy. You're the one that has something wrong with you. And so the narcissist keeps many women running around in circles thinking that it's a simple fix. Oh, if I just get up 15 minutes earlier, if I just am a little bit more present or on time, all of this will be fixed. All of this will go away. The narcissist promised me that it would, that if I would just do this one thing, then everything would be okay. And in reality, the narcissist doesn't really know what's going on inside of them. They have so many different reasons as to why they behave the way that they do. It can be physical discomfort, it can be mental discomfort. It's typically not one thing. It's like 9 or 10 things or 20 things that go back throughout their whole life. Have you ever noticed in an argument with a narcissist that they will bring something up that has nothing to do with you, that has something to do with someone in their past or somebody else in their life? They project it onto you. You're standing there breathing, and now you're, ripping their heart out or destroying their life, or they need to protect themselves from you. All sorts of crazy, crazy stuff. So it's easy for us to be in relationships with people who are narcissists to sit there and say, well, it's a simple fix if we just get our sugar under control, if we just get, our hydration under control, if I just, just. But in reality, narcissism is a mental health disorder, and it's qualified as a mental health disorder because it's complex, because it's not something that you're ever going to find an easy fix to. Now, can narcissists change? Absolutely. Absolutely. And what would it require? Well, it would probably require at least 10 years of therapy, because they have to go back through their life and resolve the things that maybe traumatize them. So they have to work on the trauma pieces and the experiences that they've had that way. And then they have to go back and look at the underlying mental piece, whether it's bipolar or ADHD or ADD or whatever, that's probably undiagnosed. So they have to accept the fact that maybe they have a mental health diagnosis, and then they have to get help for it. So do you see what I mean? It's the narcissist makes it seem like it's so easy, as if you would just do, whatever ridiculous, crazy, over the top, insane, nutso, who does that sort of thing. If you just do that thing for this narcissist, then of course everything will be fine because you were the problem all along. It was always your fault. But we have to get our head out of that mindset. thinking that we can fix this, thinking that we can change this. Because someone who is behaving on a high narcissist level for many, many reasons, most of them having nothing to do with you. And so you have no control over it because the brain comes up with reasons for things based on how it feels. And those reasons are not rational. I'll give you a good, I love this little experiment, although it is sort of sad. Probably about 20 plus years ago, you know, some people would have these uh, out of control epileptic seizures, grand mal seizures that wouldn't stop. It just wouldn't stop. And so at the time, the best medicine that they knew of was to cut the brain in half so that the signal wouldn't bounce from one side to the other, that it could be contained. And so they said, well, since we have to cut the brain in half, cut the corpus callosum, let's see what happens. So they did an experiment where they would cover one eye, so only one half the brain was, was aware, and they would hand somebody an umbrella and say, "Here's an umbrella. It's part of the experiment." Then they would have the person close the other eye, switch eyes, hand them the umbrella, and say, "Why do you have an umbrella?" And the person would come up with some story about how they checked the weather and it was going to rain, or their knee's been bothering them, so they want to use it as a cane. Our brains will come up with logical reasons, that we're okay with, to explain what's happening. It's a story making machine. And so a narcissist will look at you and their brains will come up with a story, because the safest story for them is that it's all your fault, that it's all about you. And if you would just be better or work harder or do more, that it would all be fixed. And that's not true. Their brain is coming up with a reason that they can be okay with. And you're the reason they can be okay. You are the thing that they can project onto and know that they will be all right. And then they can continue on with their lives. So until all of these issues are really worked through or dealt with, a narcissist isn't going to change, because the reasons they're behaving the way that they are aren't because of you. They aren't because of one incident. They aren't because of one imbalance. It's because there's multitudes layered upon one another. And this is way beyond your scope of practice. This is way beyond what you know. Now, if a narcissist wants to change, if there's a good reason, and it's usually not you, is it? If there's a really good reason for them to decide that they don't want to be like this anymore because it's destroying all of their relationships and not getting them what they want ever, when they come to that realization that they want to make changes, of course they can make changes. All of us can. You clean up your health, you find out the underlying issues, you work through your PTSD, you get healthy habits in place. It's a lifestyle change. You change how you engage with life. Now, most narcissists, because of where they're coming from and the issues they deal with, they're too afraid to change. They're too afraid to do something different. And even if they want to do something different, it's way too hard. And if they want to and they want your support, maybe you can help them move forward. But if they don't want your support, and you don't feel safe, then you're not going to make any headway. You can love them, work through your own issues, work through what you need to work through, and stay or go, however it may be. You get to decide how you want to live your life. Um, but just know, yes, a narcissist can stop being such a narcissist, and it's probably more work than they want to put in. And it's definitely more than you are capable of giving them. Okay. So let's just be clear about that. If you're feeling stuck, there's a lot of things you can do. If you need some help, if you're feeling trapped, if you're tired of being anxious and upset all the time, tired of walking on eggshells, then please reach out. We've got a lot of great resources which are affordable and fun and interesting, and that I think will work very well for you. So, that being said, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye.